Yo, what's up? What's up? We are live with the first co-stream. What the? I'll take this over nothing. I'll take it over nothing. Oh, wow. What's up, Vesper? Yeah, Alcius looks like it's about to... Wow, the new studio looks great. Well, it's the same studio, but they remade it. It looks good. Wow. Colors. Lots of colors. All right. I wanted to do predictions. That's where the money for the cinematic. True. Wait, so who's the first match? Oh, I think this is just a ceremony, opening ceremony. Okay, Loki, I just woke up. I have my tea ready. Well, not ready. I am. Do not have time to make food. Probably have to get my food delivery whenever it gets here. Oh my food's here. My food's here. Yeah, wait. This is kind of awkward because even though they were the last winners, he wasn't on the team. Wow, the background is very cool though. The C9 boys looking good. So early, I know. Wow, C9 versus 100. I think C9 wins this one. Yeah, I'm gonna predict C9. Where should we put our predictions? In the corner? Okay, I'm gonna put my prediction in the corner. Prediction. C9 greater than 100. Okay, I feel like I'm very like I feel like I rarely predict upsets, but when I do, it's because I have some kind of info. Alright, I'm gonna put my prediction on the top left corner. Sunlight? No, the sunlight I have it turned off. Turned off, yeah. When is Double F back in pro? Since this year. Okay, I should really get my food. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. We're not missing anything. Okay, I got chicken. I got my chicken. Oh my god, sorry, I'm so hungry. Oh wow, we're going for like Leather jacket. Wow. I'm so hungry. Chicken with rice. Nothing crazy. I'm curious as to how C9's mid will play. I don't know much about him. But assuming he just plays okay, like just like average standard mid lane gameplay, I think C9 just has the foundation from being together last year. So they already have all those like teamwork stuff worked out already. Whereas Wonder T is probably every day like pushing forward and learning new stuff together, how they want to play out certain situations as a team. So for that reason, I think C9 will just win this. However, switching out one player can be a very big deal. Especially if that player was integral to how the team functioned as a whole. But I don't think that is the case with C9. Nothing like some chicken. Okay, Brussels sprouts low-key tastes so good. I feel like the cartoons were like lying to us when we were younger. What's up, the desert? No way. Well, NA meta is usually similar to LCK because we copy them. But LCK is not as slow as it used to be. They definitely push the pace of the game. At least the better teams. The same as NA. The better teams will push the pace. Will we see K support today? By an NA team? No way. I think NA is usually pretty against off-meta supports. I'm predicting very standard drafts between these two teams. Like, the drafts you've seen before, you'll probably see here. I should be working. Same. I should be sleeping. Early bird today? Oh, we're LCS co-streaming. This is live. I repeat, this is live. There will be some priority on Nami Lucian between these two teams. I will put money on it. I'll put money on it. We played Berserker last night. Fucking good. He's so good. If you're supporting Berserker, you're gonna look good. As long as you're half decent. Well, when you're blue side, you can open up a free ban for targets because you have first pick. So it makes sense that they ban Zilean. These AD carry bans are very strange. Zeri, Sivir, Lucian? I'm predicting Ashe support. Potentially Varus AD carry. It's a very good combo. I think you do not want to give Berserker something mobile. Or I think you want to give Berserker something mobile. Sorry, some kind of playmaker. I mean, Ashheimer is a bot lane, but I would prefer Berserker to be more on a... I mean, it makes sense now. They banned the Zeri and the Lucian. Yeah, I think Ezreal. The Ezreal's not too good in the current meta. That they're playing on, the patch they're playing on. I thought they should just first pick Varus, actually. I think so many ADCs are off the table. Blind pick Jax, though. Blind pick Jax kind of reveals the team's game plan early on. Jax is not much of a team fighter, so it looks like 100T is going for some like wave clear to supplement Jax split push. I always like drafts that make sense together. Right now, I'm curious what 100Ts will pick for support here, because I'm thinking they will pick... do you guys prefer with them talking in the background or just nobody talking in the background? I'm thinking they will pick... if they want to contest Prio against Ashheimer, which is hard, you would need Jhin, right? Maybe lower. You like the talking? Okay. Yeah, maybe like halfway. Yeah, Jin's a good pairing with Varus, and it can get pushed against... Honestly, if there was any angle to pick Caitlyn support here in the LCS, it would be good. It can get Prio against Heimerdinger too. Okay, so they're saving 5 pick for support. I think it's because they Prio the Sylas more than them wanting 5th pick for support. They're thinking Sylas is the best open jungler here. And as we all know, Jungle Sylas is really strong. He can max W and one-shot you with Night Harvester. But, and he has really good ultis to take here with the Ashe ulti specifically being good. Okay, so we have Wukong Jungle. Solid pick. I would not say it's like a counter matchup in the jungle. But I would say it's just overall solid. So 2 solid picks in the jungle here. What's our 5th pick support? Oh no. Is Sylas support? Oh no. Cut the draft. Cut the draft. Oh, Azir support. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay, Azir support was played in LPL as a counter to Heimer. The win rate is low. Heimer did end up getting Prio on the Azir. The Azir got a lot of kills. The Heimer got Prio, got the first turret. This is from the LPL games with Azir support. And then won the game. So, something to think about. Azir made good plays in the game that they lost, but in the end, if you're getting shoved in as Heimerdinger support and you're Azir, Heimerdinger does better with less gold. I don't like it. I'm C9 prediction even more now. However, I think it's awesome that we're picking Azir support. I'm already predicting the reviews if they lose this one. That was like, we're never playing Azir ever again. I think there are good off-man support picks right now. Azir... I mean, I played against Lucio's Azir in solo queue. It's not bad. And we, as they did mention, Azir... Lucio did use to main mid, so... we will pay close attention to this bot matchup. Will I always do this? Oh, the co-streams? Oh, not always. Because this is a little bit out of my time zone for streaming. But for the opening day, I'm down. I'm always down. Okay. So they're 5-manning the bot bushes for lane control for timer turrets. Notably, you can only do this if your level 1 is stronger. So, Azir is not a very strong champion level 1. He doesn't get his, like, poking spell to level 2. So it makes sense that they gave up this control. However, this means they're going to get shoved in. And Berserker of Sven is not a bad bot lane. They're not a bad bot lane, so I don't think they will be losing the push or making a big mistake that would make them lose prio. So we'll have to see how Wonder recovers prio here. Could they involve the junglers? We know Doublelift loves to call the jungler. Morning chicken and rice. Can you increase the resolution? Oh, okay. Yes, I can. $100 Thieves knows Wukong's pathing from the level 1 wards. When C9 went 5-man bot to get the bot bush control, 100 took that time to ward Blue and Raptors. So now they know that Wukong skipped Raptors to do red. Oh, both junglers smites up. Wow. This was a difference in level 1 planning. Because they knew they couldn't contest the bot bushes, this will draw a lot of pressure for bot lane. So even though Varus Azir can't get prio, this kind of invisible pressure of pressuring behind the C9's bot lane will make it hard for them to play aggressive to win their matchup the way they should. So right now it's like really well played from the jungle. Closer definitely pathing pretty much perfectly here. Again, I just want to stress the fact that if this stuff in the jungle did not happen, this bot lane would be playing out way worse. So, Closer kind of bailing out bot lane here. It could have been their plan though. This base will be better for Wonder Thieves bot lane. Because Azir now has level 3. You know, they're not getting shoved in by the Heimerdinger turrets. This is a chance for them to try to take prio on this base. And they definitely should. They should definitely try to win right now before Heimerdinger gets his setup. Not diveable, I think. Oh. Oh, they baited out the dodge without taking turret aggro. Oh. Wow. It was good for them to bait out that dodge, but still. K'Sante is not a champion with that much damage early game. And Wukong was only level 3. Oh no. Blabber is going to be behind now. Perfect. As we predicted, now this is the base. They are contesting Prio. I'm not blocking the minimap, am I? I don't think I am. Yeah. One time bailout by Jungle, and I just want to say, if it's between Varus and Ashe in the mid game, I would much rather have Varus. I think this Ashe champion is so easy to kill. It is so easy to kill. I don't care if it's Berserker or like Gumayushi on Ashe. Like, if Jax gets on her, she's just dead. Was there support? Yes. This is a counter pick to Heimer in LPL. They did play it in a series twice, but even though the Azir was doing well, they lost both, and they also lost bot turret. So I would say not the best counter, but they did get bailout from jungle. With Closer's early pathing being really good, and since they were able to get that first base off, the second base is a lot more favorable for them. So that's kind of what's going on here.
The baby is here. What are we naming it?
Oh, integrating social in 9 months. We should name our baby Carrier. Oh, no flash. No flash. It's dead. Oh, wait. Epic. Well, Jax did get that mid-scope rework that made him even stronger, so. Damn, that was really close. Do you want to play Kate support? I mean, I've been saying Caitlyn support is playable. I can't believe that one guy, when I played Kate support in solo queue, just like decided to not even play laning phase. I played Caitlyn support in any solo queue, and he just ran top level 1. I didn't even get to lane. Made me CS by myself with the support item. I'm telling you guys, Kog'Maw support. I'm telling you guys, Kog'Maw support with the Hail of Blades. It's very similar. And it can be useful later. Wow. That gap closer is crazy. Imagine. I think because something got nerfs across the board. Still this insane. Also well played though. But for Cox support, I just go typical AP. Maybe mandate Horizon Focus. I still need to try. I need to try it. I haven't played it yet with the Hail of Blades build. The thing is, whereas I would rather have Varus over Ashe in the mid game, I also would rather have Heimerdinger over Azir in the mid game. In the lane though, if they can get a sizable advantage, it would make the pick worth it. The fact that they're neutralizing the Heimerdinger is already really good. What I will say is, C9, I was surprised they didn't prior the Varus higher. We already saw how highly prioritized this champion was at Worlds. And he hasn't changed. It's the same Varus. When they saw that many ADC bans and they didn't pick Varus, I wonder if they did some research. Like, Berserker will not pick Varus here. And that would just be good by the 100T scouting, if that's the case. Or what did C9 first pick? They first picked Ashe. Ashe ADC is something I hate playing with in solo queue. I would not even want it in solo queue. She does get more value in competitive with Hawkshot and arrow coordination. Is Azir support the new meta? I mentioned this before, but he was played in LPL. In the first tournament. It was not winning, but it didn't really win. It didn't win lane. It killed the bot lane, but then the enemy bot lane got their bot turret anyways. This game, you're seeing a 5 plays to 2 right now. But like we said, we can't just look at it like that. It doesn't mean the bot lane did like that well. We have to remember Closer got such a good invade that put a lot of pressure on the C9 bot lane to not be able to trade as aggressively, which made the matchup harder to play out normally, which did let 100T's bot lane get a free recall and then win the matchup. So there's context is everything here. If it was just Azir Varus winning straight up the 2v2, then we could call it a counter pick, but it was not the case. Oh, spotted. Did not hug. Crucially, did not hug the wall. Yeah, when you're ganking from here, let me see if I can pull out the pen. Get the pen out. Get the pen out. Where's my pen? Usually, oh. Go back, go back. Okay, you want to hug this wall when you're walking here because to avoid this pink. These kind of small things is something you always have to, small habits is what you have to keep in mind in competitive. Everyone at the highest level is just trying to build one more better habit than the enemy. One more small thing that we do better. And all these small things can matter. Wow. I'm wondering if you need to flash there. I think it's a mythic gap, but he's going to be back with Sunder. When we were going over teams, when they first got kind of leaked, I did say 100T, one of their potential struggles at the beginning of the split would be how consistent can Tenacity play, you know? And this game is kind of blowing open through top. And so we got to see how well Tenacity can recover now. It was a very, very close top skirmish that did blow open his lane. So right now, I'm not like, wow, this is so bad for 100 Thieves right now. Like I'm not even like that. But we need to see how he recovers now. Rookies, a lot of the times they will be fine in lane, and then when the mid game comes around, they'll be very lost. They will need like guidance from teammates, more veteran teammates, as to what to do. So, and let's say that guidance is not there. Like, let's say everyone's so focused on their own gameplay, which is possible when you're playing against a better team, right? When you're playing against a better team, you have to spend more resources thinking about yourself. For example, like in some game, if I'm against a bad bot lane, right, which happens sometimes in LCS, I can spend more time being like, okay, you do this, right? I have more time to think about other people. But if I'm against like C9 or like Core JJ or something, like I'm spending all my thought processes like on what's directly in front of me. It's really hard for me to coordinate for other people. And so this could be happening in a game like against C9, for example, where there are very good players across the board. Where it's like, oh, the rookie player needs guidance, but right now, like, my hands are full, you know? Like, I'm playing against Core JJ, like, I can't be helping you right now. I'm already, like, having to deal with our, like, 1v1 support mind game, you know? What city puts Ash instead of thing? Yeah, he's going for the Korean poke build. Mirror Mana, Hydra. I just think this build is strange with the Hail of Blades, but he probably took Hail of Blades for laning. Usually they co-comment with this build. Okay. Fudge is no longer able to contribute to this fight. But he did the job. He's on them and they got the Heralds. The second Herald isn't really that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. You go for it if you think you're that much stronger than the enemy. So C9 was probably like, we have the posturing here, like we want to force something. And even though the fight didn't go great, the Herald was kind of the consolation. So I just want to say, like, Herald was not the priority there. They wanted the fight, but the fight just wasn't good. First Herald has a huge priority because it can take down turret plates and get first turret. Second Herald is there, like, to flex. It's like, we're this much stronger than you. Like, we want to take a fight now. Azir support originated from LPL, not Korean. Not Korea. But it was not good win rate. It was not good win rate. In fact, it was mid-game where it fell apart. So we got to see how Busio plays out this mid-game. In LPL, they built it with Mandate first. Busio went Rylai's. I'm not saying it's a bad choice. I'm saying there's the difference in the builds here. And I was saying Heimerdinger is my preference over Azir in the mid game. In lane, you can get poked a bit. But not even on the first base. It's like on the second base when you come back. I will say if you're going to try something new, try it early. So this is a good time. This pick probably would have worked a lot better against a lower tier team. Let's not forget, C9 is a very good team. So, for example, when Keria played Caitlyn support yesterday, he played it against Kangdu. That's all I'm going to say. He was flexing a little bit. Damn, this K'Sante is a problem. Look at that HP bar. What the? Oh my god. I just realized Varus has no cleanse. That makes him a target for arrow the whole game. Azir support? It's looking useful. Oh, nice. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's kind of top gap this game. Did you see that? Through 3 people, K'Sante, like, was able to just, like, take closer to 1 HP and just walk out. That's... I don't know if that's Fudge being amazing or K'Sante being broken or both. I'm going to say both here. Execution was good by Fudge, but also this champion is crazy. Look at this. Look at this K'Sante. And look at Azir support, crucially. Look at what it's contributing here. I don't think Blue Seal's bad. I do think there's a better chance to showcase his talents. Oh, this is live. I thought this was a dive. Delete K'Sante. Honestly, We're all complaining about Yumi whenever K'Sante is in the game. No, just kidding. I don't know. I mean, it's in the game now, so what are we gonna do? Okay, at least he's LGBT, right? Nice. Good job. Okay. Is mid just I feel like both mids invisible this game. I can't get a good read on Diplix. The thing is, Bjergsen, I don't think his lane is like very it's not very scary. It's like most mid laners can free farm against him. and vice versa. So I wouldn't say it's like a test to how well Diplix can lane. Bjergsen has a lot of strong points outside of lane, but I mean, I see most mid laners I've played with, they do fine against him in lane. What's up, Suvi? It's 13.1. No, they're playing on 13.1. I think maybe hotfix included, but probably not, considering Yumi and Zeri were proud so highly globally. Okay. Azir supports only plays the Shuriken Shuffle. We need to see... Okay. I mean... Closer had such a good early game. Like, I think Wonder Thieves fans can be happy with the early game. They can be happy. It was very good. As we predicted, in the kind of when we were talking about the rosters, is it doesn't seem like Boostio and Doublelift have much synergy. Again, I'm surprised Doublelift even approved the Azir support pick. And again, I'm not saying Azir support is that bad, but it's just historically, I don't think Doublelift plays with off-meta supports. I rarely see him play with off-meta. He's always been like a very traditional player. K'Sante must... Okay, I mean... Alright, let's talk about who's playing well. Okay, so who's playing well? Closer, Fudge, right? A good recovery from Blabber, which was enabled from his teammates pulling it back. So Blabber got into the game, back into the game because of Fudge. That's something to think about. So I would say top performance to each team, probably Fudge and Closer. Both ADCs not taking cleanse in a Varus Ashe matchup. That's how much they value the lane. I mean, at this point, Azir is just a glorified Janna. If we're only using ulting to peel. To be fair, okay, sorry. I'm looking at this at the wrong lens. Let's look at it again at a different lens. This game is over. This game is already over. We should not look at anything from here on because the mistakes that led to this point happened earlier. That's a better lens to look at this. Azir obviously cannot Shuriken Shuffle when they're this far behind. That's just the matter of the fact. I mean, maybe when on a siege, you can look for a play. If he goes for it, he will die. That's just Azir. Like, once you go in, unless you have stopwatch, you're dead. Oh, you watched Players? Yeah, I was in Players. Did you like it? Did you like my cameo? Oh, steal. Closer, closer. Oh. They don't have vision in the pit. Oh! Steal. Wow. I mean, we did say he was a top performer. Oh, Diplix giving the Akali body. Crucial. Crucial there. Busio getting max value out of as his passive. Let's not forget. Losing all these turrets, he can create a new one. What episode were you in Players? I don't know, 4 or 5? 3? Jax, if it came down to team fighting, K'Sante is just 10 times Jax. Jax needs to be winning split push. Like, I can't stress this enough. If Jax can't win split push, he certainly can't team fight. Then what is this champion going to do? I will say that 1v1 where he lost was very close. It was very close. So like maybe on a different day he gets the kill there and wins the split push. You know what I mean? So again, I don't think there's any like. Let's go back to our LCS rankings that we did have. I did not update these yet, but we did have C9 pretty high. I will need to update them. This seems like a good time to eat more chicken. You play in academy? Me? No, I don't. I don't play right now. I used to play LCS. Chicken. Sorry, I didn't eat lunch. Cream cheese is the least likable character you've experienced in any TV series. Good take, good take. Agreed. Is that Doublelift? Yeah, he's back for this split. Yo, Berserker's build. It's good though, it's good though. Alright, I'm gonna finish this chicken and I'm going to talk a bit about the drafts.
Hey Stunt, thanks so much for doing this. So cool to hear your thoughts on the
Oh,
game.
shoes off. Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Oh my god. K'Sante is real. Oh my god. He's not. He's not. Stopwatch. Oh my god. Fudge is playing out of his mind this game. Whoa. The thing is, they had to have known he had stopwatch. That's like the #1 thing you check before skirmish in competitive. If they didn't check that, that means they're in panic mode. That means they're not thinking rationally right now. But I think they probably checked. I think they checked. They're desperate now. They're just desperate. Okay. What I do want to say is in the draft, right? For C9, I didn't like that they didn't take the Varus first. Even though they won this game, like, I do think Varus is just overall a better pick than Ashe. And it does fine with Timer. It's from 100 Thieves side, I think the 1-2 Jax, you have to really think Jax wins every matchup. Like, because this champion, if the enemy team has one thing under their belt that counters, then you just can't win by split push. And then if you can't win by split push, then Jax can't really skirmish. Then every single objective fight you're just losing, you know? So I did not like the 1-2 Jax. And I definitely did not like the 5P Azir. Or was it 4P? I even think if we want to pick off meta, right? If we want to pick off meta, I actually think Jhin is better. Like, unironically, Jhin support here was an angle. And it was not a bad angle either. Jhin can actually contribute in situations where you're behind. But in a game like this, Busio can't contribute. Like, it has nothing to do with his competency on the champion. Blabber's on Wukong. Oh, Rainbow, sorry. Jordan, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. I think I missed it. I don't know what their bans picks were, but I know they fucked up when they didn't ban K'Sante. The thing is, that's a very shallow way to look at it, but it's not wrong. But it's not wrong. Like, sometimes people have the most basic takes that are like, it's bad to look at it that way, but like also it's K'Sante, you know? K'Sante, I don't think it's unbeatable. Like, look at Jax in a skirmish, and you know what I mean? Like, how can you fight objectives as Jax if you're not winning the split push already? Pay attention to Jax. Oh? Wait, where did he go? Is he alive? Oh, he is. He's popping off. Okay, Jax is actually good in these situations. Penta! No, I'm just kidding. Hila. Good. Bad. Very bad. Very, 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 very bad. GG. Okay, nice. Oh my god. Busio, double smile. He's like... where did it all go wrong? Busio on recon duty tomorrow, I think. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. What's up, Choco? Are you actually critical of 100T because he used to be on the team? No, I don't think so. I mean, it's just an entirely different team than the one I was on. You can be critical of like your old team if they only replaced one person, but like it's a whole new team now. I was not teammates with any of them. Yeah, I mean, we talked about this before the game. Like, C9 has a team already with good foundations. From last split coming into this split, 100T still learning like important things every day. It's just natural. It's new team versus old team. I would, and they need to figure out like what's our winning formula. Are we just gonna? They're gonna figure out what works for them on stage, and they're just gonna follow it to a T. That's what these players will do. I guarantee it. That's Double F and Bjergsen love to do that. Once they find the formula, they stick to it. They have not found the formula yet, but they do know you can cross out one off the list. The formula is not Azir support, and Jack's top 1-2. So cross that one off the list and try again. I think closer on Viego, maybe we can keep that. This game was not Azir diff, it was K'Sante diff. If K'Sante did not have first blood, 1-2 wins this game. I mean, it doesn't have to be one thing going wrong. It could be multiple things going wrong. I don't think Azir had any impact this game. And I do think just a traditional support would have had an impact. If not traditional, I think Jhin can contribute more from behind. You know what I mean? If a champion can't contribute anything from behind, like, it's not a flexible champion. You know what I mean? Like, a good champion competitive from behind can create, I mean, at least in NA, you know, maybe at the highest level, I say, like Worlds Finals, like you pick like something that can purely bully lane, like let's say like a Caitlyn support from Keria, right? This champion cannot do anything from behind. But if your team is that good, and can snowball reliably off your lead, then it's fine, right? And if you don't, your team doesn't make mistakes. But 100T is a fresh team. Like, they should know that they will be making mistakes. Oh, cookies. Oh, it's a 100T cookies. Okay, so far so good. Cutie was a good host for her streamer awards. Fudge carried, honestly. Yeah, caffeine. Don't over caffeinate before your matches, guys. Like, I feel like it's if you have too much caffeine, like your heart's beating the fast the whole game, and it's hard to be calm and rational. Cutie, she thought 1-2 was gonna win this one. I want to see C9 versus EG. If they beat EG, then they could go 18-0 maybe. You guys didn't hear that, did you? Would you guys rather have... Actually... I honestly think Team Liquid might have a slow start as well. Not just on... I think Team Liquid will as well. I would say I don't mind this interview because it's like variety. You know, like sometimes we can have some Latigris, sometimes we have some of this, sometimes we have somebody else. I think that's fine. If it's awkward but it's only one time, then it's a little bit of fun. Wait, what did she say? What was the question? Do we need to go back? Most overhyped player? Oh. I actually think it would be one of the rookies, low-key. These rookies get hyped up so much. I'm like, I think people are just hyping them up because they're new. In the end, they need to catch up in experience. Wow, Doublelift this overhyped? I think he's adequately hyped. Doublelift mental boom after this interview, seriously. You know, in the back, in the team rooms, they have this playing. They have this playing on the TVs. And then anytime the interviews happen, the coaches go to the TVs and then they close it. And then you guys have a serious discussion about why you lost. I'm just imagining they're in the back room and they're like, most overhyped player. And everyone's like, don't turn off the TV yet. Don't, oh, turn off the TV, turn off the TV. I don't think he's overhyped, honestly. With Doublelift, you know what you're getting, and you need to play around it. I wouldn't say C9 prioritizes so much as they took the counter pick before it got banned. Oh, so Azir was picked on 3. Maybe they were trying to bait a mid counter. In that case, I'm not even sure if the Stylus makes sense. Sylas versus Akali is a skill matchup. Actually, what is even Akali's biggest counter? That would be good here. Honestly, put the Azir mid. I'm down. Bjergsen's very good at Azir. Jhin support. What? Everyone predicted 100T? Wait, I thought I had the most basic prediction. I predicted what? C9? Wait, I thought that was just the standard. What? Where? What? Wow. I honestly did not think this game would be close. Oh, that's right. We should do predictions before and after draft. I do think draft is kind of fake in NA. There are some very big gaps between teams. Always. It's always like that. I would take the better team with the worst draft than the bad team with a good draft every time. I've played in LCS, a lot of your wins are from like how many mistakes the enemy team makes versus like how many plays you make. It's like sometimes you can just play most standard gameplay and then wait for the enemy team to just throw the game to you. It's very common strategy. Especially if you're the better team, you like to do that a lot. Huh? All right. Who oinked? Wow, this was so close. Tenacity was up a level there too, so it makes sense that he fought it there. Wow, fudge factor, fudge factor. Match. All right, who's the next match? Who's the next match? Maybe now is the time to redo our rankings. Okay. So now that we know the full rosters, I think FlyQuest could be like up here. But FlyQuest will take some time to. Oh, okay, here. I think. Okay, the way I split this up, right, is I split them up into clumps. Clumps of where I think people can. Where I think they will place, but you can move up and down within the clump. So, for example, C9 can be 1 or they can be 2. And FlyQuest can be anywhere from 3 to 5, like that. And this is kind of how I'm envisioning this split to go. Like, honestly, we can put CLG and Dig in this clump too. Their rosters are pretty okay. Yeah, I think this is where I would place everyone. Let's see what the next match is. EG versus GG. I mean, okay. I'm already predicting EG over GG every time. Don't get me wrong, like, I don't think GG is like bad across the board. I don't. EG or GG has like very good pieces. Like, I think their bot lane is actually good. I think Stixxay Huhi is a good bot lane. Who else is on that team? Do you see Pyosik say he'll retire if he loses FlyQuest? He's just joking. When they lose, he won't actually retire. Are they in? Yeah, they're in my personal order. But I acknowledge that there's room to move between spaces. Yeah, there's Fantasy League. Flies are number 2 or number 3. I think what you are potentially not factoring into with FlyQuest is the culture shock that a lot of Korean imports will have when they come over for the first time. And I believe they have 2. I've played with a lot of really good Korean imports who had a hard time adjusting to the NA lifestyle. And so the skill level that you see them in Korea might not reflect the skill level that you see here. On top of the fact that the practice is going to be worse, right? You're scrimming against worse teams. You're playing the worst solo queue. Some people don't transition to that well, right? And so some people will have like a steep skill drop off, like very fast. Which team has a Kiss logo? None of them stick out to me, honestly. Well, I think they're really trying to push Jojo Pyun as like a face of LCS. Well, it makes us feel so lucky, like to have had such good brands at the beginning of LCS. You know what I mean? I think that's part of why League of Legends was able to grow as well. We were so lucky to have like I'm a Cutie Pie and Double Lift and you know whoever else was in the LCS early, like Alex Ich. Like I feel like that first generation of LCS just had like really good brands. I think back then I didn't really appreciate it, but now after the last couple of years, I have more appreciation for it. Who else would they push? He's the only young NA talent that's done anything yet. And no. I mean, I get it. I'm just saying they're really pushing for it. At the same time, like I get it at the same time. Is Danny off the team? He is still signed to them, but I think he's recovering mentally right now. At least that was the PR statement. That was a PR statement. I do think. Okay, Loki, I do have info on this, but it's not good to share that kind of info. I think it's very sensitive. But I have it. Okay, let's see. Weird flex. Danny's a very good player. And I do think sometimes he's like ahead on the meta a bit. Like I feel like Seraphine is a very good pick right now, but I only think he would play it out of all the LCS AD carries. What's up, Jesse? Who are some of the best player Browns right now out of the newer players? Honestly, his personality's pretty loud, but he talks pretty quiet, huh? Wow. What I will say is on a dominant team, your stats will always be dominant. A good example is when I was playing on P1 and we were winning every single match, my stats were 1-1-1-1-1 across the board too. Like it's so easy for your stats to look good if your team's playing well. Oh, we watched this. Do you think they made it mandatory for everyone to release one piece of content? How many teams did he play on before LCS? Three. Two? Two. Three. Three, final answer. I thought it was a well-produced video. It was well-produced. But I mean, I think they lose. I mean, they had a good video, they lose. I'm sorry. Who's on this team again? You're crushing on Demonte. You're crushing on the straights? Bro, I don't know what to tell you. All right, let's see. EG is going to be so good this split. Wait, what was their team? Young? Oh, no, no. Guys, I have bad news. I don't think they're going to win. Man, this is the second game? Okay, okay, that's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Maokai ban. Maokai ban's good. Maokai, if you don't want to play it, like the enemy team, if they have no ego and they play it, it could be a pick that like could swing the tables from a bad team to beat it for a bad team to beat a good team. Oh, Curry. Curry's also had a bit of a childish attitude, I thought. FBI is a bit more mature. I'm not surprised they went for FBI. Sejuani first pick. I'm guessing it's just 100% Sumday's pick, no? Somebody loves to do this. What a strange draft. Like, this is 100%, this is not optimal. Like, first pick Sejuani is not optimal, but it could be optimal for this team. Someday just takes the blind. He goes 50-50 as he always does, or maybe a small lead as he always does. And then he'll be useful on a tank later. Like, that's fine. And then you're giving counter pick to everyone else. So what this is saying to me is everyone on EG doesn't want to blind pick. They say someday just blind pick tank top and we will carry like that. And they're probably right. This is probably the best way to go about it. Who's young? GG Academy's mid. Apparently their mid laner has visa issues. Jax. Really? Sejuani for top lane? Or for jungle? Okay, some days Jax is really good. Okay, so from this, I'm guessing EG scrimmed 100T. Why? Because they both first rotation or pick Jax early on in their draft phase. So I'm guessing between the two teams, they think this pick was good enough to pick early. That's important to realize is between scrims between certain teams, certain metas will form. And it's very easy to see that reflected in the draft. And if you can kind of see what team is picking what, and if you can guess they scrimmed each other, you can kind of use that to predict what they will draft tomorrow, which is helpful if you're the team playing them tomorrow. So something to think about. You don't know who to root for? You like Licorice and Vulcan? I mean, I hate to spoil this game for you, but EG's gonna win. His legal name is Young Ho? Oh my god, seriously? Dude, he's probably memed on IRL. If I had a name like that, I'm pretty sure my friends would meme me infinitely. Prediction? Oh, we can do a prediction in channel too. Give me a sec. EG or GG. I'll give you guys like 5 minutes to vote. Oh, Morpheus chance wins every time. No, Sylas is a good pick here. Why don't people put Sylas into the jungle? I thought it was so OP. Sylas can pick Sejuani or Ashe ulti, and she can just interchange. One fight Sejuani, one fight Ashe. He always have a good ulti. Okay, from what I know from Young, he is a Sylas player. Like, this is one of his comfort picks. For a rookie on the LCS stage, it's important to put them on comfort for first game. So, we like the Sylas pick for Young. This is a matchup that you get bullied, though. Sylas is a champion that will always feel like you have what we like to call agency. You always feel like you can do something, which is a good sign. Let the rookie have a little bit of agency. EG draft looks better. Noki, I think EG could have drafted Caitlyn support and they win this one. No cap. Ashe and Jhin. Honestly, it's interchangeable. You can put one support, one AC. You can flip it around. I don't think it matters. We played with Stixxay's Jhin in solo queue. It was pretty good. If GG was to win, it would be through bottom lane or jungle. Some days, like, rarely makes game-losing mistakes in on-stage matches. Look at it. Look at his focus. He's so focused right now. Reaver could cheese the jungle matchup. Like, we know this guy likes to do creative pathing. What I don't like about River is it feels like he doesn't have good communication with his laners. He's kind of doing his own thing. Though if I will say, I think GG's coaching staff probably has a high prioritization on communication, from what I know. So maybe that's a good place for him to grow that skill. Okay. It's very important for these bot bushes to be controlled. In this kind of matchup, if Ashe gets control of the bush, Ashe lane wins. If Karma gets control of the bush, Karma lane wins. So if you don't feel like you can contest bushes level 1, it's important to walk with the wave so you don't get by magic Q. Karma missed the first magic Q, by the way. We can see that that's a big effect on the bot lane. If you miss the first magic Q, she missed it off screen, so we didn't see it. That's a sign, if you're the enemy bottom, to hard contest level 1. Magic first Q, I don't think I've ever missed that one in competitive. I put so much emphasis on hitting that one. Missing it is devastating. Vulcan went Ignite on Ashe. It's hard to get ranged to Ignite in this kind of matchup. But it was botched from level 1. If I was GGS, I hold that lane position when you push them out of the bush. Sit there, wait for them to approach the first 3 CS, and then magic Q. It's just fundamental laning. This is a very unforgiving bot lane meta. Cleansed. Ashe slow. That is not a good look right now. It's looking like a bot lane dive potentially on the menu. They could even send mid to bottom with mid prio, but it's not recommended. If I'm EG's bot lane, I'm crying for dive. Please dive bottom. Freest the bot dive ever. No cleanse Varus. I have ignite. Thank you. See, this is how we know EG's a good team. This is the most traditional play and they make it. Oh my god, the game's over. The game is so, oh my god, we can't miss Metro Q level 1. We actually just can't. Why are they playing Varus Lethality instead of crit? In this kind of bot matchup, it's okay. Just think about it. What is Varus going to auto attack this game? The Jax that's dodging, the Azir that's outranging him, the Jhin that's outranging him, or playing out of range. Ashe with volley, he can't auto attack anything. So Varus should go lethality this game. If it's like he's only hitting like frontliners, then I think it's fine. But if you want to be able to pressure the backline at all, you need to have lethality. They're kind of outranged this game. But to supplement for laning phase, the lethality Varus still takes Hail of Blades. So it's something to think about. Hail of Blades is going to make your lane a little bit stronger, even as the lethality Varus. Very high burst to build. So Olaf TV bottom got to catch the wave, and going top, he's going to catch another big wave. So Olaf will get an experience advantage from that. But it's not that worth. It's not that worth. Low-key, I thought GGS bot lane would be a strong point this game, but they're getting wrecked. And this is not like a... This is not a matchup that's like 100%... I wonder if flash was necessary there. They already used all their burst. However, I think he was worried that he wouldn't get the E angle. Because if you stand between Azir and his soldier, you kind of cancel how far his E can go. But I think it was just nerves. It was just like, oh, I don't want to die to a gank right now, so I'm just going to flash. I think he was out. Because even if they block his E, then he can flash, after the fact. But he flashed before. Was, I think, a bit nerves. It's not a big mistake. Azir isn't like a champion that necessarily needs flash. There's certain champions where blowing flash is a big deal. For example, Ashe. Flashless Ashe in competitive will have everyone calling for your head. Like, you are just dead on every single play. That's why when Ashe has no flash right now, they're going to call for jungle match. What jungle match means is it means you don't have to... if the enemy jungler is going to come bot side, you need to match the jungler bot side. That your jungler needs to match the bot side. But if the enemy jungler goes top side, then you don't need your jungler on bot side either. So as you can see here, both junglers are top side, so then bot lane is comfy, even though Ashe has no flash. Mid CSD. I actually think this is normal for this matchup. However, not to like this degree, but Sylas should be down CS. It's not surprised. This is a matchup where typically it should be jungle bailing out Sylas one time, which they did try, right? They did try that with the gank there. With something like Sylas mid, right? It has to fight. And they should win 2v2. So I'm surprised they're not putting more focus on like 2v2ing mid. Oh. Wow. W snipe? This bot matchup is a disaster. It's a skill matchup. They're gonna be looking back at this bot matchup and they're gonna be thinking about that level 1, I guarantee it. Where they had the lane control. They just had to hold it. Oh, ooh, double double swoop. Yeah, this bot matchup should not be losing. And if they are losing, they should not be losing this hard. FBI Vulcan sounds kind of broken. The thing is, I would say they were broken if they outplayed the matchup. You know what I mean? And what I mean is like GGS played the matchups if they played it standard, but FBI Vulcan just like played it even better than that, like made some kind of outplay. But what happened is it's actually GGS misplayed the bot matchup by not playing it standard and going for a random match Q level 1. So they will be regretting that. The thing is, a good bot lane won't make those kind of mistakes. So maybe you're right in the sense that EG played it standard and they got what they were supposed to, and that's just what you can ask for from a good bot lane. Yeah, what I will say is, again, they need to play from middle, create the fight middle, or pressure the fight middle so that mid can get pressure to roam. This is what GGS needs to do, and they should continue to look for that. So Wukong pressure middle. If Azir doesn't contest the wave, send Sylas and Wukong as a combination to the side. You need to rescue these side lanes right now, especially bottom. I don't like how GGS is trying to problem solve their situation right now. Somebody needs to identify. They need to go through mid first. That's why I'm saying there's some communication lacking between jungle and the laners. Okay, we're being too harsh. Is EG just not so much better? So honestly, I mean, I'm just saying what GGS can do better. That's all. When you're a team just starting up, you need to find these mistakes and you need to fix by next week. Else this is not very forgiving. You need to fix your mistakes fast. GGS wants to say F you. They hated him because he spoke the truth. Is Bifrost in this tournament? I don't think so. Wow. Oh, he's playing for Dig today? Oh, awesome. Wait, what was the question? Posting tilts me. Seems like Sejuani has played every game. Oh, it's because Maokai was banned. Okay, if you were playing on a pro team, would you not want Sejuani on your team? Come on now. If my dollar's talking on any Sejuani, I'm already so happy. I will say, if that play just came a little bit later and it was a straight up 2v2, GG could have gotten a big advantage off that. Oh no. Okay, let's go. Oh my god. Disaster. Could they not have like walked back while blocking? Okay, imagine us watching this and then imagine like in the back room the coach is watching this. They're probably even more dramatic. Oh my god. I love the LCS back room. Every time I'm watching from the back room, it's so funny. Oh wow. I want to see Vulcan's build. Did he rush the mandate or did he go for Umbro? I need to see. Your favorite backroom story? I mean, it's just like coaches doing what we're doing, where they're just like freaking out over everything. You can't control at that point. Like I always tell this to my players when I was coaching. I was like, the best we can do is we can just trust that we practice properly and we're going to play according to how we practice, and you know, once it's in the game, it's out of your control as the coach. Mandate rush. Oh wait, I will say, if you are rushing mandate, do not get amplifying tome as a component. It will switch your adaptive to AP. So your volleys will do less damage. Volleys and autos. You're only really giving your ulti like 2 extra damage. Versus like an extra like 10 or 20 on each volley. It's a very small adaptation, but you would get the fairy charm or you would just not buy it at all. Because she doesn't really need the fairy charm either. All right. I guess this is the story time or what? Okay, okay. What stories do we want to know? Damn, this is gonna be a fast day of LCS if the games are this fast. LCS stories. Maybe I should bring them out as they come naturally. If I give all the stories today, then will we have any stories for later? Okay, what does Silas's ulti do with the new Jax ulti? Does he get like empowered autos every 2 autos? Or does he only get that swing? What is going on in GG's comms right now? Oh, for sure they know the game's doomed, but they're just like saying like, oh, this is what maybe we can do. The thing is like, their mistakes they made is early. You know, it's hard to recover from that against a good team. Against a bad team, you can come back from this 10 out of 10 times. Against a good team, oh, they're feeling like it's doomsday right now. The game is very snowbally at the highest level. Right now, it was not always like this. There, it's probably a little bit quiet. It's probably like hoo-hee. It's probably like saying like something that he thinks might help them win, even though he knows it's not going to help them win. That's kind of what's going on in comps right now. And then Young is probably like unable to stay in the zone, so he's probably like thinking about how this is his LCS debut and it's not going well. And he's like, it's really in his head right now, so it's hard for him to focus up. That's probably what's going on right now. I will say momentum is a very real thing in LCS. A bad team with a good start could use that momentum to like place into playoffs. You know what I mean? So it feels bad that they're starting off on a loss. Young is doing well though. I would actually say no. I don't think. I mean, I definitely don't think he's LCS. I know the phrase LCS ready. I don't think so yet. He needs time, more experience. This experience will help him. If anything, it will motivate him more. JoJo's inting, but Loki, his inting is kind of pressuring at the same time. He's inting, but he's still winning his 1v1, right? So that's all you need, really. I think you can't really, especially in competitive play, judge a player's performance by their KDA. Like if it's 2-1-2 Azir versus O3O, or 2-1-2 Sylas versus O3O Azir, but in the current performances of this game, I would take the Azir actually, because the Azir was pressuring lane very hard, was up CS even after getting camped, and was still pressuring, making them need to gank him again. I think that's already enough pressure. I will say JoJo's incredible inter and solo queue. But I mean, I'm not going to like hold that against him in like a competitive setting. He's doing his job. Yeah, JoJo and Jack. Okay, let's not forget who went 0-11 in that game. Was it me? Even if I'm running it, he was 0-11. Good debut. I feel like people always give rookies like this, what's it called? Rose tinted. Oh my god! But it's like, in the end, like, you're either good enough or you're not to play LCS. You know what I mean? When I had my LCS CB, I wasn't like, wow, I'm so happy to go down in CS. I'm like, not only do I want that, I want to win. You know, I want to win. I want to shit on my opponent too. I want to win through my lane. I feel like people are setting the bar so low right now. Alright, I zoned out. What happened at the Dragon? This was hilarious though. Oh wow, I'm surprised that W didn't kill. Wait. Go back, go back. But how about the Dragon? Varus ulti and they chain killed the Sejuani. It could have been a Sylas grabbing one of the key ultimates. Sejuani and or Ashe. You know, from this game stage, you just can win. Ashe has mandate now. Alright, let's talk about from EG point of view. From EG point of view, what do we need to do to snowball this game? It looks like they have a TP advantage on both lanes. So ideally it would be Jack's bottom. But because probably how the lanes were before, they probably assigned the lanes before just to catch waves, and now they don't have time to fix it, so they're leaving the waves as it is right now. Another potential thing is maybe they don't think Jax wins 1v1 to Olaf anymore, and if that's the case, then sending a 0-2 match is fine. But it looks like they're fixing the lanes right now. Are they? Are you guys fixing the lanes or not? We kind of are, but we kind of aren't. Okay, it feels like someday feels like they would lose the wave, so they're going to send Jojo back to bottom. But they initially recalled at the same time to fix the waves. Fix the lanes. They were going to send a 0 top and Jack's bottom. So even though that should be the game plan, if you do that at the wrong time and you lose a wave, it's not worth it. Okay. Looks like they're saying GGS won't be able to do the Baron, so they want to get bot turret first. Whereas GGS is saying, let's try to blow their TPs. So GGS is potentially going to pressure the Baron area to force a response. But EG is a good team, so they probably won't fall for this. So they'll probably continue to push bottom and force GGS to actually start the Baron. So right now, TGS is like, okay, we're not going to start the Baron, so we're just going to send Sylas bottom and lose 2 waves already. This is the difference between a good team and a bad team, is how they play out situations like this, you know. The action in front of your face, like team fights and whatever, is important. But how teams manage a game state like this, where it's both sides is just neutral, no objectives being played for. Or not, I want to say no objectives played for, sorry. Where the objective you should play for is not clear. It's where a good team will separate themselves from a bad team. So here, if you look, the gold and experience is going in the favor of EG within the last couple of minutes. Not by much, but GG dropped a wave here and there, which adds up. However, if they have to fight directly, honestly, this game is kind of banging right now. Sylas, whose ulti can you grab here? Will you grab Sedge or Ashe? Ashe. Aim at Jhin. Oh, such a good Sejuani ulti. I can't believe that's up again. No Radiant Virtue versus Radiant Virtue. Is it winnable? Wow. So on the Silas arrow, if Wukong was able to avoid the Sejuani ulti, he might have been able to one-shot the Azir, who doesn't have Zhonya's. It could have been a fast play where hands might have mattered. Like being able to either flash the Ashe arrow or the Sejuani ulti into EQ ulti on Azir into do Baron was a potential play. That was a tense moment. That could have been the game there. I will say EG is playing pretty disrespectfully to have the game state become this from what it was before. And on the flip side, we have to give credit to GGS for finding the right windows to get back into this game. Especially the 4v4 at Dragon was very crucial. Okay, let's talk about who do we favor for late game. I think equal, but I would have a slight favoring for GGS's comp late game actually. Just because I think it's a little bit more cohesive. Oh my god, good minus 75, minus 75 gold. Cheering for Young Ho. Have you considered playing pro? I played pro for like maybe 5 or 6 years. 7 if you include amateur. Yeah, I'm pretty old. Would Radiant Virtue be a Baron comer? No, Shura is better here. Synergy with Olaf and Wukong. Okay, so this is a turn play. Oh, very good dodge on the Sejuani ulti. I don't like this fight for GGS. But wow. They're focusing the Radiant versus Sejuani. It's good. Wow. Where is the damage? Oh, this is so tense. I can't say this is a good or a bad call. It's just going to depend on how they play out the situation. I will say it's not innately bad. Nice. Wow. Young. All right, now I would take the Silas over the Azir. Is other regions playing Azir mid? How come this pick seems so bad? Okay, let me look at the impact here. Q auto. Probably, I think Rookie likes Azir a lot. Holy moly. Somehow there's just no damage coming out. I mean, I much prefer to be in GGS's position right now, by the way. Stopwatch still up, maybe? Oh. FBI open up. That's more than just the push. That's the dragon. Okay, now I would say this debut is Good for Young. Before I would not say that, but now I'd say it's not bad. Even like the mistake he just made is kind of like a understandable one. I don't know too much about Gory, their actual mid laner. I know he played on FPX for a bit. Okay, Crucible is a big completion for Karma. This is cutting out one of EG's main win conditions, which is picking up with the Ashe and the Sejuani. What I do think is interesting is the Sejuani build. Radiant Virtue is something that scales off HP. So, not like it's like you get more value because I think it gives you a certain amount of HP and also heals a percent of missing HP. So I really like this Sejuani Warmox Radiant Virtue build. What I will say is I don't think he'll ever be able to use the Warmox passive because it feels like in the fight he's dying in one rotation. I think Sejuani might need to space the fight better. It feels like their team, if the enemy team all focuses Sejuani, they don't have enough damage, it seems, to trade back. So if that's the case, then Sejuani needs to space. Like, try not to be in a situation where you can just have no way out. Both teams have good range with Jhin, Ashe, and Varus Karma. The standoff situations is not going to be too simple. Oh, and Azir. Azir's good in standoffs too. Oh. Nice, Yomos. And Shreyas too. Oh my god. Okay. What are they playing for first? Let's identify that because right now it seems like they're playing for bot side control in anticipation for the dragon. Wow, Wukong. Was that a Crucible? Okay, these Varus ultis. It's okay, it's good to look for. I mean, it seems like the cooldown's very low. Okay, I will say if EG loses this, their recipe did used to be having Vulcan on playmakers. Ashe is a playmaker, but not so much like a frontliner. Wow. I'm actually very impressed. If GGS can recover this game, they're better than we give them credit for. That was a Crucible use there. Or was it Triumph? Wow. Wukong is looking a little bit balanced in this game right now. Just bad as a champion. The lead they obtained from the Jhin pick should have been enough to win the game. So if they were not getting this lead, then we can start to question Jhin. But the fact that they got the lead and then it was thrown, they need to think about why the game was thrown rather than picks. At least that should be the focus of their review. They can talk about both, but because this game was pretty much very secured for EG up until that third dragon fight. I think they got a little bit too, not greedy, what's it called? Too overconfident. And they went for the dive mid simultaneously with the, some kind of, we didn't get to see the dragon contest, but what it looked like was potentially an overstep by And from GGS side, probably a good engage. Wow, so this is saying to me, GG thinks they are way stronger 5v5, and they also think that since enemy team with Pyro the Giant Soul, that they want to make something happen before. Big ultis are down. They burned 2 Freljord ultis on 1 cleanse. Oh. Stealable. Wow, he can grab another ulti. Oh no. Wow, his shit is up again? Sedge no Q, Sedge no Q. Oh my god. Okay, wait, let's just watch this fight first and then I'll talk about it after. Oh, headshot. Okay, I'm gonna talk about what constitutes a good skirmish. I was like, yeah, woo! Like, let's go. What a big fight. Good job. So when it comes to fights like this, a lot of it comes down to just pure hands. Whose mechanics is better? Who sees more angles within the fight itself? Within a fight, there are multiple phases, right? I would say phase 1 of the fight, the first set of spells thrown out, right? We just saw phase 1. Everyone's spells are coming back up now. This is phase 2, right? Though fights can be a lot of hands, there are some things you can do to play the fight better as a team. One is target calling, right? Target calling, directing people's focus onto one person so that you guys kill one person fast together and kind of cut out that one set of cooldowns for the enemy team. The other one is tracking flashes and tracking cooldowns. So we can be like, Sedge no Q, right? It's a sign that's potentially focusable. We can say like, Silas no jump. We can say like, no stopwatch, no flash, this person or that person. But a lot of it, especially nowadays, is going to come down to mechanics. That being said, that was a very, very close fight. And when it comes to people like just taking random 1v1s, that's the angle they see for themselves a lot of the times. Like they know, okay, this is my angle and I'm just going to go for it. Wow. Now if you're GG, you're thinking about, oh, on that Baron, right? When you have Varus, Lethality Varus with a Baron buff, how are we not able to push, right? And then they're definitely going to come back to that time where Silas got caught mid by the Jhin ulti. A crucial moment in the game. I will say I'm coming out a lot of this game with a lot more positivity for GGS than before. I think that's from the situation they played themselves out of was very good. And I think they should pick comps like more fighting more often. Nice. Because if you can fight your way out of a bad situation, then that's a good sign. Oh. You know what? Good game. Good game. It was a good game. I'm glad we watched. Is it GG that's good or EG that plays bad? I will say EG did disrespect a little bit to get to the situation where GG was able to come back, but the way GGS took that comeback and really put that pressure onto EG was very good and showed that they could be a good team. I think a lot of good signs for GG here. I don't think EG made like so egregious of an error. If they flex on a bad team like that, they could have just like won anyways. You know what I mean? But they did it, and then Juju was like, no, they actually caught them on the mistake, and I think that's a good sign. Are you gonna watch all the games? Yeah, for today we will watch all the games. Okay, I'm going to give out the points. Oh, GG channel point predictors almost won out big. Almost. What do you think of Azir support? I personally think it's really bad, but I was trying to give it. I was giving it the benefit of the doubt the whole game. That's all I'm gonna say. And I mean, that's just my personal opinion. Like, I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to off-meta supports too. I just think this champion doesn't provide much from behind. That's all. I think a good support should be able to provide from ahead and behind. In competitive, at least. What's your opinion on Crocs? I don't like them. I don't like the look, and I don't like how they feel on my feet. People say they're so comfy. Are they really that comfy? Like, there's literally holes in my shoes right now. What's your opinion on Vulcan? I think he's solid. I'm trying to think. I do think he has a really good engage sense, but like for example, on an Ashe support, I would probably pick someone else to play. But yeah, for his thresh is like really insanely good. And I mean, when someone has such a good like, what's it called? Is it pedigree or like? They're definitely doing something right behind. Like, I don't know. Obviously, we couldn't have been on the same team. We're both support. But something he's providing for the team, maybe it's like good vibes or like good reviewing or something like that, is beneficial for his teams to win, right? That much I can't really quantify as well. There are a lot of players that provide a lot that you don't see. Where's Danny's now playing LoL? No, he still plays LoL. We played with him a couple of days ago, or against him. I think he's just taking a mental rest. Maybe. But at the same time, I'm not sure if we'll see him play either. I think he's still signed to EG. But yeah, I don't think we'll see him play this split. And then maybe next play he might find a new team. I'm not sure, just guessing. What I will say is Danny's like a young player, right? And his teammates are also like pretty blunt, right? Like Inspired and Jojo Pyun and Vulcan when it comes to criticism. So it might be hard for him if in reviews and stuff, maybe. I'm so sad about Heimer nerfs. I won 9 matches in the last 2 days as Heimer. I don't think he's completely unplayable right now. He might still be fine. I haven't tried him yet. Is the B patch out? Alright, what's the next match? Team Liquid versus FlyQuest. Okay, let's make prediction. Team Liquid versus FlyQuest. Oh, this one's a tough one. This one's a tough one. Let's give it some thought. Okay. Team Liquid, we have... But I'm pulling out the notepad for this one. Team Liquid, we have Summit, Pyosik, Harry, right? Young, Core, JJ. For FlyQuest, we have Impact, Speak Up, Vikla, Prince, Ayla. Okay, first of all, who do we give bot matchup to? Who do we give mid jungle to? Okay, Prince Ayla vs Young Core JJ. I will give this matchup to Yan Core JJ, assuming drafts is not bad. Because actually, I don't know why I'm typing this all up. Give me a sec. I'm literally talking. Wait, what are these power rankings? Let me see. Wow, people have Cloud9 so low. For what reason? Wait, let me compare it to mine's. Honestly, I think a FlyQuest could be here. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, we're about to see. Aren't we about to see? And maybe Wonder Thieves can be like... here. Actually, no. I think we'll see. I'll stick to my guts here. Okay. Bring back duo kill. Oh my goodness. I'm down. Fuck it. I'm down to bring back duo kill. Okay, we'll talk about this in the next break. We'll watch this right now. Get him started. They don't belong bottom, yeah. Vulcan's vouching for engaged champs. I told you. He just wants the engaged champs to be meta again. Boo! I'm down for Heimerdinger to leave bottom, but I'm down to keep some of the other stuff. Yes. Because it pushes and gets to... Yeah, exactly. Badge. Oh, that's true. The good old... I mean, the mark of a good player is how they adapt to each meta, right? Like, I didn't mind playing the engaged meta. I mean, it's just another meta in the many different metas of the game. Yeah, it would change. It would change. It did have an impact, yeah. The fact that top laners can't TP bottom. Wow, Jazz so smart. Yeah, you get TP on right away. Yeah. It's part of why range supports are back for sure. Just bot push. It's just like the nature of it is if the moment they're stuck on a turret, they're stuck there forever. Assuming no mistakes are being made. Yeah. Smart, smart. Pro players will always come up with these different concepts. Uh, who was MVP for summer? Sorry, I didn't hear. Wukong gets a lot of free armor. A lot of GGS's comeback plays were also proactive too, which I like. Did he go Ultimate Hunter or Treasure Hunter? I think if he had Ultimate Hunter, he could have 27 seconds cooldown maybe. No, it's because of how the lane played out. Yeah. Yeah, it's not something you really plan for before the game. It's like during the game, it's like we're getting the good trades bottom so we can dive. It's like that. It should happen like that. Jojo going 06 to give us more stage practice. Okay, okay. Are we done with this? I do like it when the players are talking, so I don't want to talk over them. Oh, I'm curious. What do they think? Yeah. They did have a damage fall. I was asking where's the damage when they were focusing Sejuani and there was no trade kill. Wait, what did Jin 4 shot the ward? Ah! It was the ward. He full shot the ward. Who is he talking about? Oh, someday? Is it quiet? Wait, how quiet is it? I can turn it up. Okay, you guys are hearing at the same volume I'm hearing it now. Are you guys trying to hurt your ears? You only have one pair of ears. Wait, how did my chat turn to this? Okay, we're good. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Winsome? Wait. Winsome? Wait, we have to change it. Winsome. Maybe maybe it was visa issues. What are they doing? Okay, this is a good time to do predictions. Okay. So well, I mean I was gonna give it to Yan Core JJ anyways. I think I will still give it to Yan Core JJ. Now that we know it is Winsome. And the reason why is because one, I do think Core JJ does perform better with rookie ADCs. And also Core is also or Yeon's also on form right now. And I just don't see Prince and Winsome one building the synergy together like that quickly to be good enough. And bot lane is a lot about like how the ADC interacts with the support to like together, like trade at the same time, trade under certain minions, coordinate certain spells together. It's a lot of coordination. So I am a bit worried that they will not be too coordinated. So maybe it could be close, and it could depend on matchup. But right now, assuming it's an evenly skilled matchup, I would give it to Young Core. For mid jungle, Pyosik, Harry versus Prince. Speak Up, right? I'm gonna give this one to Speak Up because because I think they will have Speak Up kind of spearheading the calls between the two. And for Pyosik Harry, I just feel like both of them are players that play around their team, but so that's why I don't think they will play around each other. And for that reason, I don't really like this mid jungle combo just in general. I don't think Pyosik will even like play around mid. He will probably play around bottom. So already the mid jungle synergy, I don't feel like it's there. Pyosik will probably play around bottom or top, but probably bot. And then Summit versus Impact. I would say Summit wins 1v1. Impact might have good team plays. Okay. And overall winner, maybe let's give it to Team Liquid. Okay. This is my prediction for next game. TL over Fly. Yes, and Pyosik Has not been doing well in solo queue. However, solo queue is kind of fake, especially NA solo queue. That face is just so big. That was a good impact impression. Wow. Poggers. TriCast. I'm gonna eat some chicken. I'm sorry, I'm hungry. I didn't eat lunch. I like Kobe and Captain Flowers. Do you guys ever just drink salsa? Yum. I love salsa. Let's speak a cook. Tomato smoothie. Yeah, most recent world champion. 2 world champions, one game. Oh, that was not that loud. Woo! I like Harry. He's very nice. I'm not too convinced that he would do well in LCS. But Harry's also really good at not looking bad. Oh my god, what happened to his hair? Do you think they're like stalling time for something? This is a bit slow. Do they do this every champ select? I don't remember them doing it for last one. Wait, this is too much. This is too much. Woo! Oh, I like the fleckless jackets. They look nice. I mean, it's core JJ, bro. He's going to do well. Supports no. Like, the supports no. Like, when you play against core, you're always on edge. He's always thinking of another play to make on you. If not, he's always doing something. He has very little downtime in the game. Oh, seriously. Happy birthday. Oh, wait. FlyQuest is close to Sasong? Oh, I love Sasong. I mean, FlyQuest is looking good. I just think they will not be going out the gate as strong as Team Liquid. Especially support is OP. Okay, if CoreJJ carries this one, I did pull a screenshot from their most recent series. Look at this. Support is weak. This is perfect if they win. But how do I get rid of this? Like, YouTube, like, I'll figure it out later. Oh, you guys want Gamba? Okay, okay. Are you guys just copying what I'm predicting? Stop copying my homework. Oh, Lucian Nami. Woo. Oh my god. This is not even trade. Like, I don't know how many times they have to trade this matchup worldwide.
Hi, IDKY. This pop-up came up now when I didn't sub today, but hi.
Oh, child,
Love
thank
your
you so much for
stream
the
less
sub.
than
Appreciate
3.
it. Yeah. The thing about Zeri Yumi to Lucian Nami is Zeri Yumi is a reactive lane. Lucian Nami is a proactive lane. In competitive, usually I would take proactive. In solo queue, you can take reactive, it's fine. But proactive, usually you're choosing the play, and so you'll choose it at the time that's most favorable for you. Whereas reactive, you don't know when they're going to make the play. So when they make the play, you react to it, but you're probably already reacting at a disadvantage. If that makes sense. That's the difference. Lucian Nami should do better in competitive. Maokai is so broken. We don't have an answer to Maokai? Oh, it's not even Zeri Yumi, it's Zeri Lulu. Okay, this draft is... It would be reportable if it was not for Maokai. Anytime I see Maokai, I suddenly like their draft a lot more. This Maokai champion is 1v5. It's 1v5. It does not need to interact with players. Lucian Nami 6-0 versus Zeri Lulu. I'm already saying Lucian Nami beats Zeri Lulu every time. Unless there's a big skill gap. Bro, I can't right now. Has Zaya been picked? No. She's not too meta right now. If there was anyone to pick Zaya, though, it'd be Yan. He likes Zaya a lot. Even though Zeri Lulu always loses to Lucian Nami, what I will say is this Maokai champion is very, 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 very broken. And has very, 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 very little counterplay. I don't think Harry is a LeBlanc player either. I'm surprised they banned it. They probably didn't do enough research. Also, they are probably banning it preemptively to set up a certain pick. LeBlanc is usually a setup for Azir. LeBlanc can also... Yeah, I just think Azir is typically what you ban LeBlanc to set up for. No way! Okay, Azir. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I already know. Dude, Pro Draft's too easy. It's too easy to predict. If you see LeBlanc ban, it's just like they didn't even do their research. They just banned LeBlanc for the sake of banning her to pick Azir. Let me think. Harry likes TF. I'm not sure what he would pick here, to be honest. Galio? But that's a losing matchup. No. No, do not pick that. They will not pick that. They will not pick that. I know Harry. He will not pick that. Syndra. Okay, good. Okay, I know Harry good enough to know he's not going to pick Yone 5P. Like, hello? He's more of a team enabler. The carries for this team will be Eon and Summit. GP. Okay, let's talk draft. I actually really don't like this Azir champion right now, but Korean Azir is a little bit different, especially fresh from Korea, fresh off the boat. Like the Azir is probably gonna be clean, is my guess. If this game gets a little bit of control for Liquid, then like let's say FlyQuest gets an early lead, they will win. Like this is a comp, but it should not be FlyQuest getting the early lead. It should be Team Liquid getting the early lead. So let's see what happens. After seeing the drafts, I prefer Team Liquid's. However, if any small mistake happens, FlyQuest will win. I prefer Team Liquid's draft though. It's more agency early, and I like those kind of comps because you want to be the team that feels like they have the game in control first. You don't want to be the team that like feels like, oh, we have to wait for this fight, we have to wait for third dragon to fight. Like at that point, it's just like you feel like you're giving up too much. Look at the channel predict. Wait, what happened?
Stunt
50%, 50%. Oh wow. Well, I saw the prediction. It was a 5-minute prediction window, so I guess 5 minutes passed. Fitz, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Wow, listen to Vulcan. He's saying some good stuff right now. With every meta bot lane, you need to come up with your set of rules as to how you think the matchup should be played. And you want to try to follow those rules. Wait, what did Core just cook? Wait. It said Yeon and Harry will be better today, but not tomorrow. No, I totally agree. They must have won like a lot of scrims against FlyQuest or something. Oh, that's what he meant by the tweet? Yeah. I will say TL, I feel like this team will have a peak. And when they hit that peak, I think some teams can peak harder. They will have a summit. I like this Vi pick right now. With the Radiant Virtue, it feels like it's a lot harder to kill her when she goes in. Before, Vi's too squishy. When she goes in, she just dies. Wow, mid jungle. Mid jungle. This bot matchup, what's going on down there? Maybe it's because they're weak-sided, so they don't feel like they should trade volatile. Zeri with barrier is actually not that bad because... Oh, die. Bye-bye. Oh! Nice. What I want to say about barriers, I think Zeri has some interaction with shields where she gets extra movement speed or something. So barrier is actually really nice on her. Oh. Hmm. With this current game state, playing how it is, I would prefer to be FlyQuest right now. Oh, this is smart. They thought he recalled. Oh my god. I think I obviously hindsight, but Spica could have cut longer. It would be a flash blown, but it would not be a kill. Wait, Zeri already used barrier, but she's full HP. I'm so oh no, she's in base. Okay, that's what I'm spacing out right now. Oh, that base free call is pretty clutch by Winsome. That angle on the Q. I will say, I mean, I've been saying Nami is just way better than Lulu as a champion. This Lulu champion is average at everything. But Nami is really good at turning anything she touches into an assassin. At Imperial Mandate, this will be a big base for us to, for Team Liquid to try to win the game. Lulu's Mythic Power Spike is very, very weak. It's very weak. I'm curious as to whether Winsome will go the Redemption Radiant Virtue build, which I think is actually better than the Shurelya's build right now on Lulu. But if it's Shurelya's versus Mandate, like my god, Lulu's like way weaker than Nami. Yeah, FlyQuest comp 100% is better late game. But that is good to pick against a bad team. But against a good team that will push the pace of the game against you, you will find yourself feeling like you have to contest dragons early, which could lead to a faster loss. Right now, though, they are doing well. So if they can keep the game like this, they will have a good chance of winning. I'm guessing Team Liquid will start to make more plays soon. They will try to create more volatile skirmish because they will feel that. They're not stupid. They'll know that they eventually need to start pressuring stuff against the scaling comp. It might look like it will be the first Herald that will blow up this game. Team Liquid is planning ahead. They're going to slow push this bot wave and use this slow pushing bot wave to get the Herald or the Dragon. My guess is the Herald. This is going to be a standard slow push into Herald angle. And if you're FlyQuest, you give it up and you just say we scale better. So on this big wave, you're going to see Nami go towards Herald here. This is textbook. I think me and Vulcan, we've been in NA for long enough where it's like we've seen these import super